Clark, you scared me tonight a little bit because you were so, like, you're such a, like, when we talk to you back here, you're so like easygoing and chill, and you were like, bam, Scott, I'm doing the song, you will deal.
Lord.
Tell me a little bit about that, because you know, of course, TV, they're gonna add the dramatic music, the close-ups. I mean, did it feel like that when you're talking to him, or it didn't feel as dramatic as we saw it?
Yeah, man, honestly, you know, Scott was very clear that he didn't like the song weeks ago. And we talked about it, and I told him that, man, this is what I'm going to do. The theme is a song that defines me, shows who I am, and I'm telling you, man, that I can't help that. That's just who I am. That kind of music. And we discussed it, and then we discussed it further and further and further. Went into the mentor session, lights, camera, and he's still coming against me on it. But honestly, I didn't see the package. But you could cut the tension in there with a knife. I mean,
so it's real, yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I just can't help it. That music, that groove, that pocket, those chords, that feel, those hits, the vocal inflections and runs and falsetto. I'm telling you, that stuff is just so deeply rooted in my soul. It's in my bones. I just can't help but have that come out, and I can't help it. So, it's something I'm very passionate about, and I just believe with all my heart, in the face of adversity, I still believe that there are people out there that really like what I'm doing and like that music, like that kind of groove. I just believe it.
Do you think part of it was, you're from a small town? I think people that aren't from LA have this idea, like, you come to LA and people try to change you, and you've already had people tell you, dress like this and sing these songs. And do you think it all kind of hit and you're like, look, I just want to be Clark for the rest of the time? Was that part of it too, or am I just making it up?
No, I think that's definitely something you see. I mean, people are trying to develop you, which can be a great word and can be a scary word, and they're trying to point you in the right direction. They don't know. Nobody wants to point someone in the wrong direction, and also what's best is always being who you are. And I think ultimately that's what they want. But sometimes I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard because I've got to respect people who are, first of all, an authority to me.
Yeah.
And people who know better than me. I mean, Scott's been making #1 songs for 30 years, But at the end of the day, like I said, I can't help it. There is no choice, and I mean that. There is no choice. If it's the death of me, I'm playing groove R&B music. I can't help it.
Well, one thing he said in our interview was that after the judge's reaction and some of the other people, he felt like sometimes there is a right or wrong, and that you were wrong in this situation. After hearing the judge's feedback, did you still feel wrong, or are you still living by it and you're like, it's up to the fans now and I feel I'll be happy?
The theme was "This Is Me," and in the best way I possibly could, effectively showed who I am. Yeah. And that's, I gotta stick to my guns in that, because I got to pull from the source that's deep in my heart, that's deep in my soul, and that's what comes out when I go deep down. They keep telling us, go deep down in you, have you come out, and so I did. I went down deep, and that's what came out, and I can't help it but have that stuff come out. So, I don't have any regrets. I just can't help it.
Well, you know what? We're going to be watching you here next week because you are going back hometown. So have fun. Go back home, eat some good food, chill with your family, and then come back and kill it next week.
Thank you so much.
All right. Make sure you're voting for Clark, of course. And he's going to go back home and grub and have a good time and play with their pets and family and all that stuff.
All of the above.
All right. Thank you.